Okay, custom color palettes in Tableau. So Tableau comes preloaded with a whole bunch of actually very good color palettes. By and large, I'd advise using these. But there are times when you might want to create your own. If, for example, your organization wanted to post some work to their website, some of your work to their website, and they wanted it all in brand colors, you might want to use a palette based on your brand colors. Or, like me, you might just be playing around and doing your own thing and want your own colors to do it in. Either way, it's pretty simple to achieve. When you install Tableau, a folder is created in your documents. This is true Windows or Mac. My documents, in your documents, my Tableau repository, and in there is a preference file. So let's go there now. I'm going to use Notepad because I figure certainly anyone on a Windows machine is going to have this. So we're going to open, go to Documents, My Tableau repository. You won't see it in Notepad because it's looking for .txt files, and our preferences file is a .tps. But if you just select all files, you'll see preferences there. Open it up, and there you go. Now, mine has been personalized, edited. Yours won't look like this. Yours will look pretty empty, unless you've made changes yourself. But it'll just look like this with your XML version and open and close workbook tags. All you need to do to add preferences is add them in here, just with preferences tags. And I close preferences as well. And then you just add your color schemes in between these rather than type it out. Here's one I made earlier. So you've opened your workbook tag, opened your preferences tag, opened a color palette tag, named your palette. I just use type equals regular. I'm not even sure what the options are there, if I'm honest. Then list out your colors within open and close color tags, end preferences, end workbook. I will paste this underneath. If you're watching on YouTube, I'll paste it in the comments. And if you're watching on my website, it'll be pasted just underneath. So you can copy, paste this. All you need to do, change the name to reflect the name you want for your palette, and change the colors, which are hex values. If you're working from brand guidelines, your brand guidelines should have the hex values for your colors, for your brand colors in it. If you're doing your own thing, you can find colors with most image manipulation tools. If you've got something like Photoshop, I'll quickly show you in GIMP. Yeah, it really is called that. It's the GNU image manipulation program. You will have a color picker tool. It looks like a little dropper there. That's probably too small for you to see, but it looks like a little dropper. It tends to look like that in any piece of software. It looks like that in Paint, in Photoshop, in pretty much everything I've used, I think. So if you click on that, click on the color you want to know the value for, and then click on the color here, you get your HTML notation there. That's your hex value, and you just pop that in with a little hash sign before it, and job done. So that's how to get your colors, put them in there, save your preferences file. Well, you would save it over the current preference file, and then next time you open Tableau, it will be way down at the bottom of the list. So these four here are custom palettes that I've built, and it really is that simple. Just before I go, if you are interested in building your own color palette, as in choosing the colors, and you want to know how to approach that, I am in the process of writing a blog about color theory and data visualization. The last section will teach you how to do that. So I'll again pop a link underneath, either in the comments or just under the video on my website, and hope that's helpful.